What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
Good as night, right about the hood.
Oh dear God, I'm already eating a drink.
Look a damn mess, just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's me, L Teddy 27. And I'm back here for another review. Donning we now our PPE. Because y'all know if I got to put on mask, fuck shit is afoot. We're here because even though I'm putting on not one, not two, but 3 goddamn masks, because the level of fuck shit from this show, even though I said I was not going to review it anymore, well, I didn't say I wasn't going to review it, I just walked off. There we go. This is going to be our review for The Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh, it's season 6. What episode is this? 9, 10? I don't know. Episode 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know. It's one of them. It'll be around me somewhere. Anyway, what is up? Listen, y'all. Now, I had said that I wasn't going to... Well, I didn't say I wasn't going to review. I just walked the fuck off because I was like, oh, the fuck shit, the fuckery. But this past episode... Now, I did say I wasn't going to be watching. I've still been watching. I just haven't felt the need to come up and review her. Anyway, but I'm here now because there were some things, fuckery is afoot. There were some things that took place that I feel the need to talk about. I ain't take no notes, y'all, so I'm going off the dome, which is dangerous because I can never remember. Listen, the reason I take copious notes is because I can't remember this stuff. So I'll be taking my notes are very extensive. So, yeah. I ain't take no notes, so we're going to see how well I do off the dome. Anyway, I probably sound real muffled with 3 masks. So, all right, let's get down to it. Anyway, I don't know how we started, where we started. I just remember seeing Mia with Gordon. Trust Gordon's fisherman, I guess. Anyway, Trust Gordon's fisherman was talking to Mia about what happened at Giselle's party and Candace saying that Mia, her mom was a low budget whore or was low budget or whatever. Let me say this and let this stand for the remainder of this episode. Okay, if you are a grown ass person and you get bothered and up in your feelings because a bitch say your mama, the problem is you. Because once you leave the playground in 6th, 7th grade, your mama jokes should not bother you. Half of the people who be bothered are mothers, and they know they got their own wayward pasts. They know they got their own histories. When they were on the hotation, when they were working a beat, when they were taking every illicit drugs. Not everybody, when they were thotting and bopping. Okay? Everybody ain't got that story, but a whole lot of y'all that's up here, don't tell no your mama jokes. You a mama, and you are the brunt of a lot of jokes. And you need to be, because you about that life. Anyway, my mama can be the brunt of 8 million jokes. Okay, let's be clear. I can tell all 8 million of them. So if you come at me with, oh, your mama is such and such, and I'm going to look at you like, and she is. You're right. She sure is. It doesn't bother me. I'm not in 6th grade on the playground playing tetherball. But I guess, anyway, she was in her feelings. I don't buy none of this shit about her mama anyway. We're going to get to that a little bit later. Because the bitch is lying about her mama. But we're going to get to that a little bit later. Then we see Candace is there with Chris. And they're talking about what happened both at her video shoot and at Giselle's little function or whatever. Construction party or whatever. That's what I'm going to call it. Because the Enrique and Raul and Jose that was down there in the construction outfits building the whole house while they were having the whole party. It's a construction party, I guess, Eddie. Anyway, so they were talking about, and I knew when Candace, listen, and hear me good. When at the beginning of the episode, dear Lord God, Candace is dragging Mia like this.
Bitch, who wants a big old leaky booty, big old fake leaky lips, a botched clitoris? Who is really intimidated by a size 14 foot?
You know, it's about to be a whole shit show. baby shark, do. Candace had her foot on Mia's neck the entirety of the episode. Baby, when I tell you, Candace, listen, it got to a certain point toward the end of the episode where it was like you was watching a boxing match, and you watching the one boxer on the rope can't do nothing, the other boxer just wailing on them, got them on the rope, and you waiting for the ref to come and say, stop, no more. Who's in Mia's corner that's not throwing in the white towel? Somebody needs to stop the bleeding, okay? That's the way Candace was skull dragging that woman. Oh, child. Baby. Child. Anyway, another part that I saw when Mia was on there with Gordon, Chester Gordon's fisherman, they had the little boy, the little son on there, talk about, oh, I don't know if I'm comfortable going to grandmother's house. That was uncomfortable to watch. I don't know if he was fed that line. I don't know if that's really how he felt. But what I do know is that should have never made the light of day. That should have never been on camera. That was awkward, creepy. That was like, yeah, I don't know what that was, but I ain't like that. And especially since I don't trust anything that Mia says about her mama. Nothing, but we'll get there later. We then see Satana, actually, down there to Robin's house. Robin, I don't give a shit that you got a problem with Wendy. Wendy giving the same type of smoke that all you whores give on this show. Oh, she's an asshole. Robin, you're an asshole. Okay? Robin. I guarantee you, if Wendy had never said anything about Giselle and had just drugged you, Robin, you wouldn't even have this kind of smoke. You wouldn't even be calling her an asshole. You wouldn't even be going this hard on Wendy if she had not said anything about Giselle. It's not because she said something about you. It's only because she said something about Giselle. And you so far up Giselle's urethra that I swear she's birthing you right now. Well, not urethra, birth canal, excuse me. I mean, I'm just saying. Because if she was up her urethra, she'd be passing a kidney stone. But y'all know what I mean. Oh. So I ain't care. The other part of it is, Ashley, Satana. Can you get your motherfucking areolas off my goddamn television screen? Every time I look, plop, here's an areola, plop, here's an areola, plop, here's an areola, plop, here's an areola, plop, here's an areola. Get your motherfucking areolas off my television screen. Ash, I'm not saying that there's a problem with a woman breastfeeding. Fine. But I should be at my house. I turn to do something. I turn back and your motherfucking titties, areolas, and nipples all over the fucking place. Give a bitch some warning. Tell me, hey, little Damien the second, Damien 666, devil child. The Omen, baby, the second installment. When he gets hungry, you should say, hey, I'm going to feed Damien at this time. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know if you don't got no problem with that. At that point, I'll be like, okay, girl, go ahead, do what you do. And I am prepared for your titties and areolas. But I shouldn't turn one way and turn on, and you got your motherfucking titties out. Put them shits back in. That shit is awkward. You want my food and shit in my goddamn kitchen? I don't know what the fuck you might, be lactating and titty milk get all over my, counter. I don't know. But what I do know is ask for me before you whip out an areola in my goddamn house. I'm just saying. Every time I look, plop, here's the areola, plop, here's the areola, plop, here's the areola. Fucking areolas all over the goddamn place. Anyway, Lord. Anyway, moving on. We saw Karen and Methuselah, Ray, talk about going. Ray said it's going to take him a day or two because he got to go take some more Geritol, Viagra, HGH, and whatever the fuck he needs to take to give him enough energy to ride down there to Chesapeake Bay and have enough energy to deal with the fuck shit and fuckery that they got going on. Testosterone injections, whatever he got to do to get upright enough to get down there. So he's going to be late. Um. Oh, also at Robin's house, this is where Ashley finds out about Mia's mom and her backstory, as if that was supposed to make what Candace said that much horrible. No, it doesn't. I don't give a shit what you listen. Your mama can have no legs, no arms, and be on a ventilator fighting for her life. And we get into a battle, and I'll be like, that's why your mama ain't got no motherfucking legs and can't breathe, bitch. You mad? We in the heat of the moment. Child, get over it. Anyway, Lord. Let's get down, cut to the chase. Get down to the goddamn cabin. Now we get to the house, mansion, cabin, whatever the fuck it was. Wendy is there first with Eddie. Cool. Wendy and Eddie down. Mia and Trust Gordon's fisherman gets there next. And these whores are talking about where's the valet. Now wait a goddamn minute. These whores are being very pretentious. They try to put on for the camera. They put on for the people like they're the greatest things since sliced bread. I don't give a shit who you are. Everywhere you roll up does not have fucking valet. It's not like you rolled up to the goddamn hotel with there's concierge and bellman and people in the drive-through, whatever thing, waiting for you. You rolled up on a fucking house. Who you thought was coming out there to serve you? You didn't come there with fucking your own personal assistants, and I'm sure you don't travel with personal assistants everywhere. Maybe you do. I don't know. But y'all, for the rest of the episode, and let me get this bullshit out of the way. Let me put on a fourth mask, because the bullshit requires not one, not two, not three, but now we are up to fucking 4 masks. In a moment, my whole face is going to be fucking covered. You ain't going to be able to see a goddamn thing. That's what we got going on in the fuck shit and fuckery down here to the show. So, let's keep it going. So, later on in the episode, I'm just going to get this out of the way now, because there's some fuck shit. Since we talk about Mia, and Trust Gordon's fisherman, and their level brand of fuckery, this motherfucker goes outside in his drunken stupor, calls the car dealer, and comes back inside because he's trying to put on and make people think they're so beneath him. Oh, tell him, baby, how you want your car did. Da-da-da-da-da. I don't get too many times to tell you to shut the fuck up. Girl! What do we have going on here? My glasses are falling. That's how much the fuck shit is getting to me. Listen. That young man, Trust Gordon's fisherman, even if you got money now, you don't carry yourself and present yourself like the caliber of people that should have the attitude that y'all have about things. The pious and you people are beneath me. He look at what the fuck he got on. Like the shit he have on look like some shit from Rasul's in Miami. Now, if you're from Miami, you know it's a spot called Rasul's over there on 62nd and 7th Avenue. And it's for your uncle or your granddad who feel like they get on and want to dress nice. You know, the pastel colored suits, the little linen outfit, the suits where obligatory, you keep the tag on now because you'll know no better, and all of that shit, the every color snake skin belt and shoes in the world spot. Well, you could go with $250 and get 2 suits. Maybe $300. You know what I'm saying? That kind of place. You give me that, you shop there. You ain't giving me, sir, that you are well-to-do and pious. Like y'all trying to put the fuck shit. Anyway, those people from Miami know what I'm talking about when I talk about Rasul's. Okay? Anyway, put that in the comment section. If you from Miami, you know what I'm talking about. So we get there and Candace eventually gets there with Chris. A Scale and her husband get there. So Trust Gordon's fisherman is drunk as all, because they start off taking shots. This bitch is drunk. He's a belligerent drunk. He's a sloppy drunk. He's one of those drunks that when they get drunk, you sit them over in the corner and be like, he's just gonna tire himself out and go to sleep. He old. He just gonna cuss, tire himself out and go to sleep. Because he's one of them, make sure the kids is not in the room when he's drunk. He's just out of pocket, out of order, and nobody wants any part of him. And I agree with what Candace said later in the episode. This is classic daddy issues. Because you can't tell me this is not par for the course for what goes on at that house when the cameras ain't on. He looks like, from how he presents and how he's behaving, he gives you the type of man that I made all the money, I wear the pants, I wear the belt, I'm the daddy. You sit your ass and you spend the money that I give you to spend. I'm gonna give you some little toys to play around with. You play around with them toys, but I'm calling the shots. I do everything. Like he gives you daddy thing. And we already a little bit unpacked early in the season that she got a daddy issue stemming from her daddy who was a whole crackhead. Child, this is a mess. Her and Gordon are a psychiatrist's wet dream. Okay. Anyway, he even talked about a Scales husband. Now, a Scales husband, that's a big dude. Now, dude is big. A Scales is one of those girls who like it big. You know what I'm saying? You always see her with a big, sickening purse. She look like she probably drive a big, sickening SUV. She usually have big hair. Like, I'm here for the Scales. Her husband is real big. Like, he's one of them, baby. You make sure he stay down. You check on him every 10 minutes. You good, bro? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, good. I'll just check. I don't need you having no flare-ups. I don't need you getting mad at all. I'm just checking. You good? Okay. You're too big to be getting upset. Girl, Incredible Hulk. Just saying. Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm just saying. Anyway, listen. This is what happens, but I don't have notes. I don't have nothing to guide me. I'm just going off the fucking nose. So we're here now. We're dead smacking the fuck shit. Candace and a Scale go upstairs to look at rooms, see which rooms they want to pick. And so they go to one room and they start talking about Mia and Trusted Gordon Fisherman. And the fact that Trusted Gordon's Fisherman is out of order. So Wendy comes up there and Wendy agrees with them. But Mia comes in a little bit and I got to give them their props. When Mia said, well, what were y'all talking about? Girl, we was talking about you. And from that point until the end of the episode, Candace was on Mia's ass. Do you hear me? She would not let up. I didn't care. I was here for it. Let that whore have it. Now, y'all, here's the part where I had to put on the fourth mask. And I told y'all we was going to talk about this. Now, at some point in the episode, I don't know if it was Mia explaining to Candace and a Scale, or if it was after Ashley and Karen got there. She says, oh, well, I just want you to know I wasn't raised by my mother, and I never grew up, and I wasn't raised by my mother at all. I was, I was removed from my home, and I wasn't raised by my mother. And the way she presented that makes it sound like she was a little infant or a toddler and was never raised by her mom at all, which we know is a lie. We already had the whole story where the mama said you was cooking oatmeal, and last time I checked, the little kids don't be around here cooking oatmeal. But you were cooking oatmeal, and I went to work, and I was called 15 minutes into being to work to come and get you because you had to go to the hospital for having third-degree burns. Now, if your mama wasn't taking care of you and was removed from you, how are we having this story? Because this is not the story of somebody who was removed from their mom as a little child. This is somebody who's at least old enough. Even if I give you early, or maybe you was 7, 8 years old and you was cooking at that, I probably venture to guess it was probably a little later. Maybe around 10 or 11, and maybe you was removed then. But my point is this. You ain't cooking oatmeal as a little. You can't even reach up there, first of all. Well, as big as you are, you might could have, because you is kind of big. But anyway, my point being, your mother did raise you for a portion of your life. Yes, you were removed. I don't even know if that's true at this point. But even if you were removed, don't go into this shit lying. Say, oh, my mama never raised me. I didn't know mama. Like you never knew your mama. Like you never. That's a lie. You told us this. So now, I don't believe any parts of what she said. The bitch can tell me that today is Tuesday, and I'll be like, let me look at the calendar. She's a liar. A liar. And I have at this point, can't just go in and lay down. Because nothing that she says seems to be true. You want to talk about her mama, go ahead. Because we don't know that what she told everybody about her mama is true to begin with. That might be something you told your mama. Now, I need you, when you get on this show, I need you to have this for my storyline. Okay, this is going to be my storyline, and I need you to stick to it. And it seems like the mama knows how to stick to the lies, but you can't seem to stick to the lies. A mess. A goddamn mess. It was a whole mess. It was a shit show. So at that point, They arguing. They go downstairs, and Mia, because she's doing like her husband, trying to make it like she's bigger and better, and her pious attitude and mentality. She comes up in there like, well, let me call my friend. What she said, she used some adjective to describe her friend. I forgot, to make it try to seem like her friend was better than everybody else. Instead of these broke bitches. Plural, meaning you calling not just Candace, but Wendy and a Scale broke bitches. And a Scale, by all stretch of the imagination, has not presented herself on this show as a broke bitch at all. But I'm just saying. Anyway, and how did they get caught as collateral damage? Then she went downstairs and tried to lie about it and say she didn't call them that. And the Scale was like, yes, you did, bitch. Oh, bitch, you called us that. Oh, yes, you did. But, so the argument went downstairs, and it got, Karen and Ashley finally got there, and it got ramped up again, and they were trying to walk on eggshells with Mia's feelings or whatever. Oh, that's her mom. Oh, that girl, fuck her and her mama. I was with Candace on that. Bitch, fuck you and your mama. Raggedy ass whore. I was with, listen, I hate that they are, treating her with kid gloves. What was the word I'm fucking looking for? Coddle. That's the word. They're coddling her. Mind you, she's going at bitches with reckless abandon. But y'all coddling her feelings. The bitch who's lying. The bitch we don't know what part of her story is true. Girl, if y'all don't sit down somewhere, Karen and Ashley, oh, you can't be talking about her mother. Fuck her mama. Give a shit. Girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere with her, I wasn't here for it. At one point, they at the table. So now, Candace, girl, let me give you a little bit of honey. Girl, you know you ain't but that big. And you around here with the rah. Now, you was skull dragging that whore for everything she was worth. And I'm here for you. If you just go keep it with a war of words, go ahead and let her have Candace. I'm here for it. But mama, at the moment that you picked up that piece of lettuce and threw that lettuce in her area or in her direction, I don't know if it quite got all the way to her area, but you flung that little piece of lettuce in her direction first. At that point, I became afraid for your safety, Candace. Now, girl, that woman at that point could have saw that as a physical threat and said, girl, get over here. Like on Mortal Kombat. And skull drove you in. And she's a big, like you said, she a big Amazonian woman. Mama looked to be about 6'3". She wears size 14. And she wore extra large gloves, okay? Mama could have tagged that ass. I'm sorry, Candace. Girl, you but that day, you would have been real hurt. And she saw tagging you. I'm just saying. Anyway, at some point, Mia threw half the bowl of salad at Candace. Candace threw the other half of the bowl of salad back at her. And it kind of went off from there. Now, Candace, if you want to stay on your side and she stay on her side and you ready to drag her verbally, I'm here for it. But girl, you can't be flinging stuff. That's how you got your ass whooped last season, flinging so-and-so hair. Girl, you can't be flinging stuff. You should know, just like you said, don't put your hand in my face because of last season. You also should know, Candace, let me stay over here on my side of the road, and if I'm fighting with you, we gonna fight from this side and that side. I'm not bringing my ass over here to your side because I might get my ass drugged again. And she's a lot bigger than Monique, okay? Mama look like she played for the WNBA. She's a whole lot bigger than Monique, and girl, you might get your ass drugged and out of it. Tell you, honey. Girl, you might have to go see a plastic surgeon. Hopefully they do a better job on your face than they did on her face. Girl, you see what her face and her lips look like. Girl, I showed y'all the picture. Oh, y'all don't know the picture that I showed the people what Mia looked like? Here's the picture. That's what she really looked like before the surgery. Just wanted to show y'all, in case you ain't seen it. That's what she looked like before the surgery. That's all I got for y'all. I can't promise y'all I'll be back next week, but I had some thoughts about this episode and I wanted to give it to y'all. That's all I got. Until next week. Well, I can't say until next week. If you see me again, look for me. If you don't see me, then don't look for me. How about that? That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.